Hey everybody, and welcome to the Tora Jordan Show. I'm your host, Tora Jordan. If you're new here, hey, welcome. If you're returning viewer, hey, welcome back. Glad to see you. So this week we are celebrating victories. And, I'm doing shout outs. I'm telling people's stories if they want me to, to share encouragement to others. But today I actually... somebody asked me a question, very anonymous, asked to be kept anonymous. And I understand that. And the conversation that we had was about them not having a victory, that they don't have a story to tell. And I said, have you made a decision to make your life better, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? And they're like, well, yeah, I'm on a low carb and keto journey, but I haven't lost, a large amount of weight. I haven't dropped a bunch of clothes sizes. I haven't, seen definition start showing up in my face. I haven't seen, massive body changes. I don't have a victory. And it's like, okay, yes, you do. You have a victory. And they're like, they were like, what do you mean? Texting me back, what do you mean? And I said, well, here's your victory. You made a choice to make a change in your life for the positive. And they sent back a question mark. And I was like, okay, you saw where you were at in your life and decided that you did not want to be miserable or have aches and pains or, X, Y, or Z, but you wanted to feel better. And they're like, okay. And I said, you made that choice. That is a victory. You decided to get up and make a change. That is a victory. And they were like, oh my goodness, I never thought of it that way. And it's like, yeah, you have a victory. And I asked, can I share? And they were like, please keep it private. And I was like, I will keep it private. Your name will not be divulged. Not even your gender will be divulged. So, to my keto cutie who messaged me and was kind of down about not having a victory, or if you were not that person, but you kind of feel that same way, you have a victory. You chose to make life better. You chose to make a change, to strive. Not only to strive, but to thrive and to flourish. You have made a choice to get up, dust yourself off, and start going. That's a victory. In today's world, we see so many times that people will be like, well, I have a problem. And that's as far as it goes. They may talk that they have a problem, but they don't change. You can recognize a problem, but until you try to fix that problem, nothing changes. Okay? For example, if I went out to my car to go to work and it had a flat tire, and I just looked and said, oh, I have a flat tire. Does that fix the tire? No. If I get my air compressor out and put it to the valve stem and turn it on and inflate the tire, that's making a change to fix a problem. And maybe, just airing up the tire doesn't help. Maybe it's got a big nail in it. Then I have to figure out, okay, I need to change this tire. And then I get the jack out and I jack my car up and I, get the lug nuts off and change the tire and put the lug nuts on and I let the jack down. I had to make the choice to fix the problem. And not every problem, is as easy as inflating a tire. Sometimes it takes work. Sometimes it takes a lot of work. And you struggle. I mean, if my tire is put on with an impact wrench and those lug nuts are down on there tight, and if I don't have a lug nut, if they're put on with an impact and I go to break the lug nuts loose, I'm going to struggle. But with as much effort as I put into breaking loose those lug nuts, it's still working on that problem. Okay? And I give you all that, give everybody out there that example because some people, when they're on their low carb or keto journey, and you look at them, you may think, oh my goodness, their journey is so easy. And here I am eating the exact same meal plan. I'm way under on my carbs. I've got my protein. I'm hitting my good fats goal. I'm drinking my water every single day. I'm exercising 5 times a week. And I'm just not budging. Or mine's really slow. And they're not exercising 5 times a week. And, sometimes they don't get all their water in. And then, this, that, or the other. But they're losing weight so fast. And here I am struggling so hard and not budging, but like 1 or 2 pounds a week or, half a pound a week. What gives? Well, here's the thing. Everybody is different. And I say that all the time on here. Different's not bad. Different is just different. Remember, I say that a lot. Different's not bad. Different's just different. And I know it's sometimes it can be so discouraging. When you get on here and I'm not trying to rub it in anybody's face when I hit another milestone or I've lost weight or whatever. It's not to rub it in anybody's face. It's to encourage you because I've struggled. Yeah, I've been on this for 13 months and, it seems like, it's been a downhill slide every day. It's not. I have to fight a lot of times with myself because I'll get aggravated or I'll be sad or I'll be happy or at work they'll be like, okay, we're going to reward the entire team with donuts today because we had a record-breaking sale yesterday for Tuesday or whatever. And it's like, okay. And they bring in, a peanut butter and jelly donut, one like I enjoyed or, Bavarian cream filled or whatever. And it's like, I really want that donut. Do I want that donut bad enough? Is it worth it? Not today. It's not worth it today. And I have that internal conversation with myself. And when I choose, see, there's that word again, making choices. When I choose not to give in to those temptations, I count that as a victory. Tora, what do you mean that's a victory? It's a victory. It's a victory. It's a victory when I'm having a bad day and I have to run to Dollar General to pick up dog food or whatever. And I walk past the register and see all the candy and I don't, just be like, give me a Reese's. It's a victory when I don't do that. Have I done that? Oh, yeah. I've done that. I've done that before keto and I've done that after keto. And, you know, to me, succumbing to that temptation of the Reese's or the donut or whatever, when I finish it, I'm like, oh, that didn't taste as good as I thought it would. But on those days when I go, Tora, you don't need that. Tora, you are stronger than that Reese's peanut butter cup. Tora, you are stronger than that donut. Tora, look how far you've came. And I will sit there and have a conversation with myself. And sometimes it's in my head and sometimes it's out loud. And, you know, at work, if they're rewarding everybody, my boss will be like, hey, what do you want? And I'll be like, just pick me up like a stick of beef jerky, or, and I'll tell him, you know, make sure it's low sugar. Look for a 0 carb one if you can, or, you know, he tries, and or he'll just bring me a coffee from, you know, a local coffee shop and be like, I got you a specialty coffee. It's sugar free and with heavy whipping cream. Okay. Which he knows that I can have that because we've had that conversation before. So just because you may not see the poundage loss, or you may not see drastic definition happening, you might not have gotten a turkey waddle, doesn't mean that you don't have a victory. Maybe your victory is going 7 days with hitting your water goal. Maybe your victory is you meal prepped for 2 weeks and you got this. Maybe your victory is walking past a big bowl of pasta and not falling into that temptation. You have non-scale victories. Okay? Hillary's was a non-scale victory on Monday. She dropped down to a size large. That's a non-scale victory. And I'm so proud of her. And I am so proud of Betsy hitting that 50-pound milestone. Okay? And I am so proud of each and every one of you guys out there who has made the choice to make your life better. And you may figure out that, you know what, I can't do keto. I can't do low carb. You know, I need to figure out something else a little bit different. And that's fine. I told you before, I'm not going to tell everybody that they have to do keto to save their life. They're not. Because everybody's different. And different is not bad. Different is just different. Okay? So, our victory celebration for today, on Wednesday, is recognizing victories in our everyday lives. Okay? Whether it's making that choice to, you know, you're on day 1 and you've made that choice that, guess what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to choose to make my life better. That's a victory. Whether it's you've hit your water goal, that's a victory. Whether it's a poundage loss, that's a victory. Whether it's losing dress sizes, that's a victory. There's victories all around us, guys. It doesn't necessarily have to be on a scale. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, dress sizes. Everyday victories. Celebrate them. Okay? I encourage you guys to. Because guess what? You are beautiful or handsome. You're beautiful. And your beauty comes from the inside. And, you know, wrapping your mind around that and embracing that, that's a victory. And I'm going to tell you guys that all the time because you know what? I care for you guys. I want you guys to have the best life possible. Okay? And you're not alone if you struggle recognizing your own victories. I do. Because I am the type of person that is going to focus on others before I focus in on myself. I am. I'm going to focus out on other people and make sure that they're okay before I focus in on myself. And you're not alone doing that. Okay? And I'm gonna say this. There's a movie called Mom's Night Out. And in the beginning, the main character, she's getting ready to go out on her girlfriend's day, night out, and she's talking to her husband going, should I go? Should I go? And he's like, just like in the airplanes, they tell you to put on your oxygen mask and then put on others. Sometimes we need some self-care. Okay? And that's a victory to realize that and do it. And you're not alone when you kind of neglect yourself, okay? I've done it. That's why I keep telling you guys to be kind to yourselves as well as be kind to others. Alrighty? Celebrate those non-scale victories and realize that you have a victory every day. And sometimes the victories are just, I got up and I got dressed and I did the dishes today. It's a victory, okay? Celebrate the small ones as well as the big ones. Alrighty, guys? Love ya!